Okay, so there's
Good
thank
job,
you
friend.
for my
Yeah.
therapy friend.
I'll bill you. Okay.
I still, yeah, I always wonder, is it like, is it my laziness? And you know what though? I did that a lot too with like my photography. I don't know. I'm like,
I did the same thing.
I need to
myself.
sign up for more shows. Oh, people hit me up. Can you do seniors?
I don't want to do it anymore though, and I'm okay with that decision.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I'm focusing on other talents. Sometimes in life, other talents come up that you're more interested in, and you have to be okay with saying, you know what, I'm not as interested in that anymore. Okay, yeah, I was pretty good at it, and that's what I thought I was going to do. But I've learned to forgive myself for that and say, you know what, I have other interests. I have other investments and other business ideas I want to pursue, and that's what I'm going to do. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That's
yeah.
And
I mean, and the photography for me was definitely just more like a hobby. I'm really terrible at charging people money for things.
Me too.
And I really believe, like, I don't know why I don't see my worth. And I don't know, am I the only, is it a female thing? I mean, what is it?
I think so.
That we don't value ourselves.
I do think it's somewhat that, but now, as I've toughened up as I got, you know what, every experience where I've got kind of, dragged through the mud and, stuff went down that was bad. Like I've become a little bit more hardened up to that. And now as far as like pricing goes, I feel, I'm asking for what I deserve for the things that I'm doing.
And I love that. And you know what? There's a young comedian in Rochester here who does a lot of the comics posters. You know what I mean? She's amazing graphic artist, young kid.
Yeah.
And boy, let me tell you, I'll hit her up and she'll hit me back and tell me that's going to cost this much, this and that. And I'm just like, whoa, man, and I'm like, is it the younger generation where they just like know their worth? Is it something with age, the way we were brought up? I don't know.
I think so. I think a little bit. Yeah. I do think it is different. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, they're always like, women need to have equal pay with men, like that whole thing. And like, we weren't brought up with that, And
we were brought up with like, you go to work and you just do a good job for the company and they'll pay you for being a good employee. They'll pay you what you're worth. But guess what? That never happened for me.
Me too. I think a lot of us, we just don't know our worth. And I always wonder.
I worked at a lot of places and I always, there was always some kind of excuse why I couldn't have a raise, why things were ending the way they were, whatever. And I just, that's why now, it's taken me a while, but I vowed, I am going to make this happen for myself. Like you said, you and I are both pretty good with coming up with different shticks and marketing ideas. Mm-hmm. We are our best product, Cindy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We are our best product. Even with this show, we could be doing a lot more, honestly. Well, we could. But that's, this is kind of this is another hobby that we enjoy.
Yes.
But like I've kind of gotten to the point now. It's like, you know what? I'm good. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm good at a lot of different things. Like, when I put my mind to something, I generally become very good at it. Mm-hmm. I don't fail when if I'm trying hard at something, I generally don't fail.
Well, I become obsessive and I go all in, which is something that...
but sometimes that's not the most lucrative thing I found out.
Right.
So
I mean, with the comedy, I one day was like, I'm going to do comedy. And I went...
You sure
full
did. And you
speed
did
ahead.
Right. And
I, hit those mics every night.
Yes,
right.
you do. And you're still on all those mics.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I went full speed ahead because I was going to do Rochester's Funniest, and I did not want to go up there and look like a jerk. So I just and I was like that with my photography, full speed ahead. And I mean, for me, it's always like I need a creative outlet a lot of times. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And my creative outlets shift a lot. And you know what? I may go back to doing. And that's
okay. You have to forgive yourself for that. You got to that is okay. You got to give yourself forgiveness for that. I beat myself up for so long for getting this degree in photography.
Right. Well, you went to school, right? And that's fine. Well, your career changed, but you did. You got a degree,
and it's never gotten to the point that I wanted it to. But you know why? Because I held my own self back by beating myself up for so long. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And making myself kind of fit into a world that I didn't really want to be in or really belonged in anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I did it for years, Cindy. I did it for like 20 years.
Right.
You know what I mean? So now it's just like, you know what? I'm gonna come up these ideas I come up with. I'm gonna write them down. I'm gonna follow them in whatever order, whichever they become interesting, and I'm gonna make something out of it, and I'm gonna charge for it, and that's it. You know?
No, hey, and I'm with you.
That's what you got to do.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I totally I decided that I really I don't know. I need like an office person or something to just like keep me going with everything. Oh yeah.
You need a personal manager.
I do. I've got 2 different websites I need, Bill. I mean, between the garlic sauce and trying to push that, and I'm just all over the place, man. And I'm just like, well, I'm just trucking along, Amy. But
I would help you out with that, but I kind of put, for me also, like, I started doing graphic design and stuff, and right now, like, honestly, like, the computer I have is really not worth a damn.
Well, you just don't have the equipment right now to do it, so.
Yeah, I don't, and also, like, I'm making money doing other things.
Right, and that's fine.
So it's kind of like, when I can get a new MacBook Pro, like, sure, maybe I'll start up some of that stuff again. I do enjoy doing it, but right now, I'm just like I said, you got to forgive myself for that. Move on and just try to keep making things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do have another story for you really quick before we end this app. I am going on vacation.
Again?
Amy?
Where are you going?
Okay, so are you ready?
I am. Is this another lesbian cruise?
No.
It's not?
No.
Okay.
Amy, Danielle. Okay, so you know how the last time I let Danielle picked a vacation for us. She just wanted to go to Dollywood. She wanted to go on a tour of Dollywood. She wanted to go to Pigeon Forge. She wanted to do Nashville. It was a country tour.
Yeah.
Okay? We were on a country tour.
Okay. Did you let her pick again?
Now she's decided in October she wants to do another one of a trip for her. It's her ideas.
This is it's her turn again.
It's her turn.
Boy.
It's her turn.
Cindy. Oh no, what is it?
Okay, so Amy, my girlfriend's obsessed with the Twilight books and movies.
Oh my God, no.
Amy?
You're going to the woods. Are you going to the woods?
I'm going to Seattle, Washington.
To see the woods.
I'm going to Forks.
You're going to Forks?
I'm going to La Push Beach.
Oh my God.
I am doing the Twilight tour through Seattle. Now listen. Listen, I am on the Twilight tour, and we're bringing my daughter, who's obsessed with Twilight too. So Danielle will have somebody there to enjoy with.
Well, you're gonna have to binge. You're gonna have to watch the movies so you know what you're going to see.
Amy, do you know how many times those movies she watches them at least once a week?
Oh my gosh.
She's read the book.
Still? I mean, it hasn't worn off?
No, every time it's on, you're flipping around.
Yeah,
boom,
it's on. Yeah.
Twilight. We watch Twilight. She's got it on. Okay? So,
no.
my daughter and her.
It's awful. But you know what? There is a silver lining, Cindy.
Mm-hmm.
The Washington has the legal weeds.
I know. So here's the thing.
You'll be able to smoke your way through this.
Right. And I'll be with my daughter. So me and her will be hitting all the dispensaries.
All right. To be fair, Seattle is awesome.
Amy.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
And also a lot of the scenery in those films is gorgeous. It really is.
So here's the thing, right? So
the stupid vampires aren't really going to be there.
Yeah.
So it should be okay.
No, it's going to be fine. So and last night I went out to Marge's and I hung out with 2 high school grammar school friends. Amy, one of my friends who lives in West Coast that I haven't seen, but we keep on contact, she was in town. We've been friends for 50 years. She was my neighbor since we were 6 years old.
You were little, huh?
Yeah. 50 years of friendship.
Oh, that's
and
adorable.
We went out to Marge's, and she used to live in Seattle, and she is an amazing photographer. I'll put a link to some of her work on our Facebook. She's been doing photography for many, many years, and she's lived all over the place. And some of her best work has come from when she lived in Seattle. And she sent me a whole diagram of where we have to go. And she said that the beaches that we are going to where Twilight was filmed is unbelievable. So the picture she sent me, it's amazing. And so we're not only are we going to do the Twilight thing, but then we're going to drive down that whole coastline all the way to San Francisco.
Oh, that's cool.
So we're going to see the whole coastline, and then we're going to spend.
This is getting so much better now.
Yeah, then we're going to spend like 3 days in San Fran, and we're going to fly home from San Fran.
Okay, so I've been to both, and they're awesome. I love it. That sounds like a great trip. Honestly.
So it's like a 10-hour drive. We go right through Portland. We're going to spend a day in Portland. You know what I mean? Danielle's booking it all the way through. And I guess that drive down the coastline is supposed to be gorgeous.
Oh, it is going to be really
Portland.
Nice.
Yeah. So we're going to see the big redwood trees. We're going to, all of that.
All right.
Golden Gate Bridge.
Is there actual, is there going to be a tour guide that shows you where the vampires were standing, and this is where they kissed in the movie, and this is where...
Well, apparently the town...
Is there an actual town?
Yes. The town has got so many visitors because of the movies, I guess. So there's shops, and it's just all about the movies.
No one cared about that anymore.
I think that the town is...
They still care?
Yeah, but at any rate, she said the scenery is beautiful. And you know what? My daughter's so excited. And one of my daughter's very good high school friends happens to live in Seattle, Washington now. So she's going to spend some time with her while we're there. So everybody's going to be happy.
All right. Okay. All right.
But I just wanted you to know I'm going on the Twilight tour, okay? It was Dollywood. Now it's the Twilight tour. Well...
It was her turn again. So
yeah, you're on a permanent vacation over there at the pool right now. You're on a permanent vacation on the pool right now.
Oh, it's gorgeous out there. We've been in a lot. Yeah. I think you need to start thinking more carefully when it's your turn to choose on how you can torture Danielle.
And I'm not going to do any comedy while I'm there, so it's fine. Right, she won't have to look at me doing anything.
Was that the rule? Did she tell you?
No, but I'm like, it's going to be too hard for me to track people down and try to get on shows, so I'm not doing it. But listen, so we've hit our time. We've hit our time. Right. We'll be right back with our stupid news. We've got so much to catch up on. So, we'll be right back. Hello and welcome back to Couple of Instigators.
Yes, friends, here we are, and just like you probably suspected, we do have some weird animal news to start off the news.
Yeah, I'm going to play my news intros. All right, here we go. We haven't recorded in so long. We have so much news, but I'm deathly afraid of grasshoppers, and I've told the story.
I did not know this until
I am. I'm telling you, and I must not have recorded with you. It must have been with one of the other co-hosts, but I have discussed in the past that I am deathly afraid of grasshoppers. Don't ask me. I'll tell you how it started. I grew up in the city. And behind our house, there was a trolley, probably many, many years ago, and there was these trolley tracks. So when they built all the new houses, they still left this trolley tracks were back there because the houses were 100 years old. I lived in.
Right.
So back in these tracks, we would cut through the back all the time. It was shorter cuts to get to the gross corner store,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and they never really
go through the grass.
Right. So they never really cut that grass. It was really, really high back there.
And we would destroy the lawnmower if you went by those tracks.
And I think the city was supposed to maintain it and they never did. Whatever. So and there'd be always bums back there, and homeless people were living back in the trolley tracks.
You were living the dream when you were a kid there.
Yeah, living back in the trolley tracks. So we would cut through the trolley tracks. So it was already nerve-wracking because literally there would be homeless people and a lot of the homeless people are a little bit mentally ill, and they would chase us, throw things at us. They were not well.